Hello everyone, my name is Holden Hardman. This is my lovely wife Jen, and today we're watching Daredevil, Season 3, Episode 5. Great season thus far. Episode 4 had a fantastic one-er fight sequence. I didn't actually realize how long it was until I saw some of the comments that were saying it was almost 12 minutes long where they didn't cut. I commented on it being a long one take, but I didn't realize it was quite that long, but it was absolutely fantastic. This whole season's been wonderful. I cannot wait to get into this next episode. How are you feeling going into it?
Good. I'm very excited. I feel like the pressure is mounting. It's like a balloon getting bigger. It's just gonna pop, and I can't wait.
All right. I can't wait either. So let's go ahead and get into it. Episode 5 of Season 3 of Daredevil.
That?
Was that the girl?
Chick from the pizza place?
Yeah, that he was like stalking. And they tried killing him.
There's no corpse.
I heard you.
Even if Murdoch somehow escaped from the cab, how does a blind man swim to shore?
This look like a blind man to you.
We investigated him thoroughly. His associates, medical and school records all check out. Matt Murdoch lost his sight at age 9.
Nevertheless, a man capable of that could have survived. And he threatened to come between Vanessa and I.
Thanks to my client, the Albanian syndicate has been completely wiped out. Mr. Fisk is also entitled to the return of certain personal belongings.
In time.
That time is now, Special Agent Nadim.
FBI has sacrificed a great deal for me. There's a criminal I've employed. My behalf has laundered and hid money, orchestrated perjured testimony.
Are him and Poindexter related?
You'll see.
Who is he?
A lawyer, Matthew Murdoch.
Oh boy. Going after his reputation. Oh, chick up there is booking.
What's the deal with this guy? He's stalking her.
Like you said, everyone has their bad days.
Alpha team on approach.
You know, Karen's kind of getting on my nerves.
Karen Page, daughter of Paxton and Penelope.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Drug addicts really do destroy families, don't they? I don't fix problems. I make them disappear.
She didn't think this through.
He got humbled real fast.
Karen Page?
Who are you?
FBI.
I have a weapon in my purse. Why'd you bring me here? You want to tell me what's going on?
Miss Page, I get that you ask questions for a living. I'll be the one asking.
Yeah, okay, Nadim.
When's the last time you heard from Matt Murdoch?
Months.
You haven't seen or spoken to him in months? Why have you been paying his bills? Blind man who you haven't spoken to in months. Ups and disappears, and you don't file a missing persons report? Can you think of any reason why Matt Murdoch would go on the run? Secretary for Nelson and Murdoch.
Office manager.
When did the firm first start working for Wilson Fisk?
He never worked for Wilson Fisk.
Is that your signature? Retainer check for a company called CGI.
Yes.
CGI was a front for Fisk.
Well, we didn't know that at the time.
But you do now.
We never knowingly worked for Fisk. Right? They hired us through someone else.
Who?
Yeah, didn't you kill this guy, Karen?
James Wesley.
Yeah.
Him?
Trying to put the pieces together.
Here's some other pieces. Felix Manning, Red Lion National Bank, Vancorp, any of that ringing bells? Instead of letting Fisk use you and the FBI, why don't you ask him if he hired a fixer named Felix Manning? Ask him if he's the true owner of a shell company called Vancorp.
Why would I do that?
Because it just bought the presidential hotel. I ask questions for a living. I just ask better ones than you do. Like, has your so-called prisoner just bought the prison you're keeping him in?
You have any proof?
Fisk is using you, Agent Nadim. That's what he does. Am I under arrest?
Not at this time.
Then I'm done answering the wrong questions.
Everything Felix's investigators were able to dig up on short notice.
Is this his son?
Who's to say?
Dex, ready to go? Game starts in 20. You all right, buddy? Does the headmaster know you're drilling a hole in his pile of bricks?
He doesn't like it.
I got you a little something. 100% leather. Got steer hide in the pocket. Come on, let's go break it in.
Can I show you my new windup?
Let's see it.
Wait. Wait. He's not Bullseye.
You're pulling me?
I'm gonna let Cannon finish it out.
But no one's got.
Is he Bullseye?
I gotta go with the other kids.
Got like a big bullseye on his hat. I mean, maybe.
You gotta let me keep going.
Keep it together, okay?
If I pitch a perfect game, then they might.
But the Bullseye from the movie is so...
So different, yeah, I know. Well, that's the Daredevil movie. I've been waiting so long. I was thinking like when you saw him just like popping those guys one shot each, and he's throwing the baseball in the exact same spot each time.
There's such a disconnect. Wait, but in the movie, was he a former FBI agent?
No, not in the movie.
Hit the pine.
Bullseye.
What happened at the field? How did it make you feel?
I wasn't sad.
Why not?
He was a jerk. Never let me do what I wanted.
Last year when he named you MVP, was he a jerk then?
No, he used to be awesome.
When you hit Coach Bradley, was that an accident?
No, it wasn't an accident. Am I in trouble?
Nah, you good.
It wasn't your fault.
I just told you. I did it on purpose.
Doesn't mean it was your fault. You see how alone you are? It's been that way for most of your life. I mean, most kids have moms or dads to teach them right from wrong, and there were things that you never learned. Not your fault. You've got me now. We are going to establish some routines. First things first, we're gonna practice empathy, being kind to someone when they're in pain. Let's say, for example, that my cat got sick. What would you say to me? Something like, I'm sorry, that sounds hard.
I'm sorry. That sounds really...
You even put a really in there. I like a fast learner.
Wait, I get it, but...
Gonna make a terrific team.
It's like helping him kind of mask his psychopathy. Oh, geez. You should retire, ma'am.
It's
time.
Kava.
Cash in that 401k.
Tomorrow is my last day in the building. Here, go on.
I'm not 21.
Good for you.
More for me, Bullseye.
Been quite a challenging day. Quite a few goodbyes.
That's hard. That's really hard.
Our last session together, which I've been dreading since my prognosis.
We can keep meeting. I can keep getting better.
Dex. Gonna be fine, Dex.
It actually is kind of like a Dexter and Harry situation.
And if you get off track, you can listen to these. This is every session we've had. A colleague of mine, therapist with a lot of expertise.
I don't want another therapist!
Are you trying to scare me?
No.
And what is your intention?
I want to kill you.
Say more. To put me out of my misery?
To punish you. I want to kill you for dying. For leaving me.
When it comes quietly and naturally, it can be a beautiful event. We never hasten it with violence.
I don't want another therapist!
Any good person with a decent heart will do. Someone to look up to. Works better when you have the North Star to guide you.
Suicide prevention, this is Dex. Who am I speaking with? Hi, Craig. Sorry, that's hard. That's really hard.
That's a lot to deal with. I'm glad you called.
Doing amazing.
Are you thinking about taking your own life right now? Do you have a plan?
Oh.
What kind of gun do you have, Craig?
Oh no.
I'm familiar with the MLA. It's reliable.
This call's recorded.
This asshole stepdad of yours is giving you so much grief. Why take your own life? Take a deep breath, Craig. We're gonna work through this together.
Guilty. Guilty. Yeah, it's got a lot going on.
If I may ask, Mr. Fisk, what's this all about?
Right now, I am New York's scapegoat. The public is easily distracted, which makes the solution quite simple. The city needs a new villain. I think I might have found him.
Can I start you off with something to drink? I'll grab you a water. Did you used to work at the Brooklyn Suicide Hotline?
Yeah, I did.
You probably don't remember me. I'm Julie.
Dex.
I got offered double the pay to leave my last job if I could start here immediately. What about you? Are you staying at the hotel?
Regarding Wilson Fisk.
A G-man.
What time do you get off?
Oh.
Do you want to hang out after? Catch up?
Yeah.
Free for anybody who promises to vote for Foggy Nelson.
It's an illegal inducement to vote. I don't see Mrs. Wopshaw calling the cops.
Oh, great. Nadeem come to ruin the party.
Is that an actual ballot?
I'm counting on you, Foggy. You get that son of a bitch.
Foggy's come a long way.
Everyone.
Yes.
And I'll be here till close.
What's the secret ingredient in your world-famous Nelson sub?
Soft roviola.
When's the last time you saw Matt Murdock?
FBI.
Trying to intimidate me? I'm not backing off my criticism of the Fed's love affair with Fisk.
You care about people. About doing the right thing. Did you dissolve your partnership because Mr. Murdoch took on Wilson Fisk as a client?
Nelson and Murdoch represented a lot of clients and protected by attorney-client privilege.
Yeah, Foggy.
Yeah,
When's
Fogs.
the last time you saw Matt Murdoch?
I backed off that one.
2 nights ago.
And what did you discuss? Did he tell you where he was going?
No.
Where you could find him?
No.
So you didn't knowingly give him your bar ID?
What? Why would I?
So he could enter a prison and make contact with an Albanian gang linked to the 9.
Not the Fogster.
I think you have Matt Murdoch all wrong.
Yeah, well, I think Matt Murdoch is hiding a double life. Lawyer by day, you and Miss Page both know all about it.
Oh no.
And that's why you're no longer law partners or friends.
Remind me, what's Matt being charged with?
Nothing so far.
Then the only thing I'm aiding and abetting is your exit.
Well, I'm surprised if they know about the whole prison thing. It's probably a crime right there. I don't know why it'd be like, well, nothing. We're building up a case.
Don't forget to vote.
It's almost like you're stalking me.
Damn. Tried to pursue my dream as a dancer until I tore my ACL.
Must have been really hard. But you were brave to go for it in the
Good
first
work, Dex.
You did great all on your own. Must be scary to be up close and personal with someone so dangerous.
It is what it is.
How did you know I worked there for 3 years? You were only there for 1.
You mentioned it earlier. You quit to do ballet.
Did I also mention ballet earlier? Specifically?
Uh-oh.
I just assumed.
I should get home.
You're ditching me?
No,
Cool. Be cool.
I just have to go feed my dog.
You don't have a dog.
How do you know that?
Instagram.
Let me pay for dinner. We'll go for a walk in the park. I'll explain. Julie.
Oh.
You're very special to me.
Oh.
I said, let go.
So close, Dex. So close.
You told the FBI that Matt...
Oh, meet the can.
Oh, meet the candidate. I didn't see that before.
I should have never let Matt tell you his secret in the first place. This is my fault. If it comes down to it, I'll plead in exchange for your immunity.
Foggy, you put us on such high pedestals you can't see who we really are. Why did something worse?
Karen,
Uh-oh.
breathe.
I'm gonna need attorney-client privilege.
Give me $5. Good enough. I'm officially your lawyer.
Do you remember the Healy trial?
How could I forget that creep?
Yeah, I killed him.
His name's James Wesley. He disappeared shortly after that, and they think that Matt had something to do with it.
Matt had nothing to do with that.
I know, but if they keep investigating, they're gonna find out that I did.
What?
I killed him.
Foggy
Whoa.
is proud of all his friends today.
I should have gone to that private school. Foggy's just surrounded by all these people. Oh, Dex, you blew your chance.
If he would have just been cool,
Yeah, played it.
he would have had a chance with her. And then he wouldn't, you
all
know.
that stalking, all that work, this crooked picture.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. He's gonna snap.
It's a good thing a stud wasn't there.
I hate to see such an accomplished guy give in to his...
Really, there were red flags the second he showed up on screen, sweetie. He literally shot 2 people in cold blood the introduction to him.
He could have turned himself around.
And there's my wife. He just, I don't know what happened.
I'm just saying, clearly he's going downhill now. I mean, he was at a rough spot, but he could have turned it all around.
He cut up. No. Little camera.
He has a nice apartment, too.
He's really jacked, though.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Do it.
I'm scared, Dr. Mercer.
Well, I kind of feel bad for him. Probably gonna feel worse for Julie, though.
Gee, we haven't seen Matt this entire episode.
I know.
Matt, I need you to get it together, man. I've been saying this.
Oh, I didn't realize his apartment had... Wait a minute, is he coming out of... Does his apartment have an upstairs?
I think it goes like to the roof. It's good Daredevil access, you know. Must have been like right after he jumped out of that taxi. FBI was looking for you, bud. Still wearing that crucifix?
Oh, wow.
Get back in your apartment and close the door. Stack up. Breach.
She literally just got out of there.
Yeah.
Man post. We're clear. Suspect's not here.
Matt, you're in a pickle.
All right, just finished episode 5 of Daredevil, a very notably absent Daredevil episode of Daredevil, but of course he showed up at the end there. A lot of building, a lot of establishing Bullseye, and you finally realized who it was.
Yeah, it just took me forever. But to be fair, I was thinking about stupid Colin Farrell in the movie. They never said anything about him being an FBI agent, so...
Yeah, I know that was your only reference for who Bullseye was, is the Colin Farrell movie.
And to be
version.
fair, also, like, they just didn't, like, seem like 2 very different characters. That was the last thing I was thinking of. I was maybe thinking maybe it's like somebody related to Fisk because he was taking like an unnatural interest in him.
Yeah.
Almost like a fatherly figure at some point. My curiosity is piqued with Poindexter. But I also hate to see such an accomplished guy, like, turn into this. Like, all this stuff that he's been through is just like mind-boggling with the therapist and...
Yeah, I mean, he already had those
tendencies. I
tendencies,
get
yeah.
that. I get that. He could have turned his life around still.
Well, it looked like he was trying, like he was,
Yeah,
he was like managing, blending in, you know? Although even still, we did see him shoot those people in cold blood the first thing. So I'm guessing even in his normal life, when he could get away with stuff, he would.
Yeah, and I mean, the stalking thing, it seems like he had done that before. It wasn't anything like new.
Yeah.
So
actually, it
who
reminded
knows?
me of, he reminds me of both Dexter from Dexter and you.
Yeah, it's definitely time to retire that name Dexter because no, I would never name my child Dexter after this. But Matt is like scaring me now because like now he's wanted by the FBI. Right. Is he gonna be able to even come back from this?
Under the lie, how insulting that it's under the lie that he worked for Fisk, his arch enemy. You know?
Right, but either way, I mean, he gets this like breakdown with his religion worked out, like his career. What's gonna happen? Now that we have also established that like Dex is having an all-out breakdown, what is gonna be the connection between him and Fisk, or what is gonna be that bridge?
Oh, I can't wait for you to see. And talk about juicy. That's okay. That's the only little bit. I usually hold back, but it's very good. One thing I love about this show is how they're able to make seemingly mundane things super interesting. Like, it would be really easy for the filmmakers during the part where like Fisk is trying to learn about Poindexter to have used exposition or to have done something simpler than like the way that they were showing Fisk like present and like
to view it.
Yeah, and he's like in his office, but then there's like the brick wall, you know, and they're doing it all that way. And some of like the cinematography for it was fantastic. It just goes to show that Daredevil is a show where the filmmakers, they like really care about the craft. Like the fact that in a 13 episode season, episode 4 has this 12-minute long oneer fight sequence and like escape sequence. Episode 5 has this really intricate sequence where we're learning to know our villain through experience with them. So I cannot praise Daredevil enough for thinking outside the box and for being a show where they clearly put in the hard work to make it excellent, and it shows.
Also, where the heck is Elektra? Because I know that she's dead, but we know that she's not dead. So, where the heck is Elektra?
Last we saw, the building fell on her, so that's.
But it fell on Matt too.
Yeah, well.
There's no way my girl did not survive that.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll have to find out.
That would be my prediction, that she's gonna pop up sometime.
Okay. Well, who's to say? I guess we'll find out. All right, well, these are just some of our thoughts. We'd love to know what you guys think down in the comments below. We're almost halfway through this season. Almost halfway. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like. It helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe. You'll be notified when we post the next episode of Daredevil. And check out Patreon. You can watch these videos early before anyone else, ad-free until I post them. But for now, that is it. Jen and I appreciate you watching. We'll catch you in episode 6 of Daredevil.